Hello there, viewers. How are you doing? And welcome back to Mon Bazou. I'll tell you something. I am really getting into this game again, and it's time to tap these maple trees because I am at the stage where I can get maple syrup coming into the sugar shack to give me my money. And money is the thing, shall I say, is the key aspect of the game, because that can actually spread over into a lot of things. Building the cone egg, getting the Princel Priz, I think it is, the hatchback car ready, and of course eventually fixing up the scrap cone egg as well, which we get from the junkyard. And I do believe, I don't know which car it will be, but I need to do a rally version for a car for the rally track, and then of course I need to have one of the cone eggs as a racer for the racetrack. Eventually I need to pay for that. I need to pay for the bunker and a load of tools and upgrades for the sugar shack, upgrades for the bunker, barrels for the maple syrup. The list is endless, and this game seems to be getting to that stage of being called endless. It is basically, you load up the game and you choose what to do. The only same things that will occur with players is planting trees and tapping the trees, which I'm in the process of doing, and creating maple syrup. Everything else will be different, even though there is 2 cone eggs. There is multiple choices for the bodywork, so that is going to be a different. So you can put your own style onto the cone egg. The setup as well for it is going to be different. You can keep all the trees or lob down all the trees. You can do whatever. Oh yeah, the other things what's going to be the same is the people and the interactions with them. Apart from that, you can focus on gaining money through the wood, or going into getting money straight away and having the sugar shack giving you money. Or forget the sugar shack and focus on the cars and get into racing. But of course, I do believe the only way to create money at first is to sell wood. And you can use that to go either way you want. And that is what I like about this game. It is just up to you. And I reckon it's time for the sugar shack to rise and shine, shall we say. And here we go, the last bits of my tube, and that should be all the trees so far tapped and tubed, ready to go. So I'm ready to flick this switch and get this maple syrup coming into this reservoir. It's empty, it's bare, but it's not going to be, because let the syrup flow, as they say. And I can cannot wait for this to actually occur, and then I can actually boil the maple syrup and it can be collected in the reservoir, then from the reservoir into the barrels, and then from the barrels to the Federation. And thanks to the Federation, I get that nice green mother, which I like dearly. So do everybody else in real life and this game. I am actually near enough ready to say, you know what? I could be getting into the maple wine as well soon. We'll see later on in this video if I can actually do that. I'm thinking of doing a night out video. Just, yeah, I'm a bit confused what's happening with the truck, because of course it's going forward and it was actually parked right next to the chopper. No, it's not. Come on, game. Let me keep track of what I want to say and do. Yes, indeed, we'll see later on, hopefully in this video, me speaking to the lovely maid. I think she actually does actually like me, because I must have spent over $1,000. I do believe that symbol is for the currency already. I'm getting absolutely drunk right in front of her, and probably being sick once on tour as well. She just loves me, but she don't trust me. Oh no. But that's going to change. It is time to ring that lovely mum of mine. I don't know when I will be going off and doing my own thing in this episode, because of course I don't need to record everything. But you know, from now on I will be actually putting screenshots of what has been going on whilst I'm off camera, so you can actually keep up and see where I am once I've actually popped back into the actual video. Well, let's have a look at the reservoir, because I do believe this is the actual reservoir, and actually I need to check, see if the holding tank is still called reservoir. I don't know all the components to this lovely machine and how they actually create it. I do believe from the fact of matter, I have to heat up the maple syrup, and then I guess it boils down to fine liquid and then gets pumped through and filtered and then put into another tank. I do believe, if I remember correctly, 6 pieces of firewood can actually get you going. I do believe all night. So that's good long hours with just 6 pieces. Yeah, fumbling around trying to see where crouch is. But let's get this lit up. And I love the fact that you have to actually use paper and then a blowtorch. It's just awesome. And I've actually done things here. Well, that is burning. I'll leave that. And now it's time for me to just leave this be, and that's it. It'll heat up, steam up, and produce that lovely sweet liquid. Yes, that is a reservoir, but I wonder what this is actually called. Reservoir 2 or 1? Well, it's dark. Right, I wonder if Mama is up. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 9. Or have I called her today? I can't remember.
Hey, Jason, j'ai quasiment fini de vider ta vieille chambre.
There you go.
Pas l'air d'avoir grand-chose.
Yay!
Comment ça va, toi?
Ça va, toi? Okay, goodbye. And of course, screenshots are going up, and I know some people might not like the fact that screenshots are going on, but to be honest, it's one way to actually show you guys what the heck is actually going on behind the scenes. And here's morning. Now, I need to have some maple syrup. There we go. And get some poutine. And I can go and sell some logs. It is Monday. Mama, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No. Please be 50. And I can get that rack. Yes. Wait, what? She's not answering. I need this rack. I need to make poutine by myself. Oh, goodness me, I need a lot of things. Oh, hello there. You are infected, so let's spray. And there we go. Not far behind. I'm only keeping the potatoes as 4 barrels at the moment. And I'm growing their actual hemp, and they will, of course, get placed into other pots as well when I get the seeds for them. So let's go ahead. And I do believe I need to stop at Francis' house, my brother's. And then go to the garage, put up the actual jerry can, put some fuel into the truck. And I don't know where I'm actually going with this episode today, because I can actually buy the engine for the Koenig, and of course I want to get the Koenig up and running. Not quite ready to buy everything. I'm doing the same thing that I did before when I played this game. I will be doing the OEM, the box standard build first. Driving that about, and then once I've driven that about and done a couple of races, I will be then turning my attention to the upgrades and putting the turbo in, getting the intake sorted out as well, and then from there I will be diving into the much expensive upgrades, and by that point I should be opened the racetrack, and then I can actually work on defeating the times up there. There we go, build extra money there. Or I could go ahead and focus primarily on the Sugar Shack. Because with this money, I can buy the cannery. So I can actually create cans of maple syrup, and I can use that to gift people, which will help me with their friendship points. And I do believe they pay me as well. I haven't gone to the barn yet and seen the hippies, so I can actually go ahead and sell them the hemp. growing. So I'm kind of on this split avenue for this episode. Do I go with this episode and celebrate the fact that I'm creating my own maple syrup now? I'm only in town now to sell this lot, but if I go back, I bet you that I can actually barrel up some maple syrup and I can come into town and sell that. And buy upgrades for the sugar shack. Or do I go with the cone egg and start buying stuff in for that and call it a prep episode for when I'm actually ready to build the cone egg, because it's going to take some time to actually build it. There we go. Sold that lot. And I need to park here. I need to get out. There we go. Pop the hood. And I need to sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more logs, I reckon. And that will be full for the day. I don't believe I've got firewood chopped up anymore. I think all the firewood that is chopped up is for the sugar shack. Now I'm on the stage of selling all the logs to the lumber mill here. Yep, there we go. It's done. Garage. I could actually do both, maybe. Buy stuff in for the sugar shack, plus the actual cone egg as well. Do believe I've got the money for it. Right, let's go ahead, pop you on and get out. I've got the coffee in here ready for the night out. That'll be a video in itself. There we go. This needs going to the jerry can and then into the generator. That is a guzzler because I have to have that now running constantly because of the sugar shack. So I'm definitely at that stage where I need more of a income than I did at the start. Because at the start, I only needed the Jenny running when I needed it. But now I need it constantly on because of the sugar shack. I can't remember when it is time to get the electrics on. I can't remember who I have to actually speak to. There we go. That's enough. Because if I remember correctly, one of these guys will give me the junkyard at halfway point of friendship. Alright, I know I need this. So let's go ahead and get that. There we go. The most expensive piece for the cone egg in here at the moment is the engine. 3K. But of course, I need suspension as well. the exhaust, the muffler as well. Can't remember if I need the brakes. I know I've got the bearings and the discs, but it's actually the calipers I don't know about. Right, hello gentlemen. Right, let's speak to Norman. 24.
Hey, je t'aime bien, toi. Tu pourrais peut-être aller jeter un petit coup d'œil à ma cour à scrap.
Hey, I like you, kid. You should have a look at my scrapyard. Yes! The scrapyard is open. That means the scrap Koenig is now available. That is awesome, and it might be a small video. I could now do this video about the scrapyard. Right, let's go ahead and get back home and see if Mama is going to answer darn phone, and I can see what I'm going to be doing for the remainder of this episode, because now I've got 3 areas to actually go for, and I would like to achieve at least one thing per episode, if it be minor. Right, back here. So let's go and plop you over here. There we go. So I do need brake calipers. It's fine. Alright, let's get you in. I might leave this off for a bit and turn it on once it's 100% full. There we go. I need to take that. I need to get in and then get to you. There you go. Right, take that with me back into town, because I'm going back into town. Now, Mama, please be open. Not open. Please answer. Wait, am I doing it wrong? 555. 1, 2, 3, 2109. Okay, because I did it late at night, it must be saying, no, you can't do it now because you've already done it. Right, let's have a look at... Yep. Talked today, so yeah, that's why. It's not the fact that she's not answering, it's the fact that I've actually spoke to her already. So it's tomorrow that should all occur. Right, okay then. Let's go to the sugar shack then. As you can actually see now, it's all logs here. And it's still bumpy as heck. Come on, get going. So let's go ahead and pop you down. Open you up. There we go. That'll fill you up. Goodness me. I think I'm going down the sugar shack way. I am. So let's open you. And there we go. I need 6 pieces of you. Whilst barrels are being filled. Go. This is a fun day for me. A lot of things have been going right, and it's been lovely and sunny and the smell of nature is just unbelievable. And of course, with sinuses, even though it's beautiful, it still does plague me. So I'm having a bit of sneezes, sniffles, and all that. My throat kind of gets a bit clumsy. Right, there you go. 100% full. There we go. Let's get you sorted out there. There we go. Brilliant. Lovely, jubbly. So this barrel can go in. That's fantastic. I don't know how much that is going to get me. Oh no! I just remembered. Oh, shucks. I do like the fact I can actually have a mug of maple syrup whilst I'm waiting. I have to give these barrels up for a day, don't I? Well, you can see you've got a post and more tubing ready. I have got 50 trees connected at the moment. And 10 is there and 10 is over there, so that will be 70. So I need to plant 30 more trees, but unfortunately I need for these to grow up and allow me to actually have some saplings, because I've only got one cutting left. Is that full? That's full. There we go. And hey presto, there we go. Okay, got to stop here. Move you over there and get out. These need watering. If I can, I'll do these midday. There we go. Perfect. Here we go on the long stretch of road before the Federation. And I do believe that is a high school there. It would be nice to have a sign up and everything else and make it look more of a school rather than just a shell. Alright, here we go. So, out we go. I don't know how much I'm going to get paid. Right, for one barrel, it is 200. Awesome. Oh yeah, I did a maths thing, didn't I? About how much you get paid and everything else. So it's 200 each for a barrel, but a barrel is 200 each. So that means for every barrel you use, the first payment, or at least one of its payments that it gives you in its lifespan, pays for itself. So them 2 barrels, they just paid for themselves. So if I come down here again with them 2 barrels, it is just profit all the way. These now have to go through the same process. There you go. That's how I see things. And this is 2,500. And you are a heater. That is the reserve osmosis unit. Tanker for the truck and a bigger reservoir. Okay. Alright, well, it seems like I'm actually here, so I reckon it is time to say, you know what, let's just make this episode about upgrades for the Sugar Shack. So, I need you. I need to speak
Ici, à la Fédération de sirop d'érable, nous acceptons tous les producteurs, peu importe le nombre d'entailles.
On crate. There we go. I've still got a little bit of money left. Let's just chuck everything outside so I can easily shop quicker. I need lids. There we go. And can I get... Yep, there we go. 70 for full crate. That is fantastic to do. Actually, you know what? Where's my other crate? I pop that in here. I can then leave this crate here. Sorry, mate. And do this. Instead of picking up loose cans all the time, I can just buy them and chuck them over. And there we go. And that sorts that out. Okay, that's filled up for the second time. That's the generator full. And the chopper going to have some fuel in it as well. So, let's buy some more of you. I don't need to buy poutine at the moment. Right. Got enough for the brake calipers. So I've done an upgrade for the Sugar Shack. That'll be the main title for the video. And a good achievement. Getting the first ever upgrade for the Sugar Shack. And now that I know that I've got a bit of money spare, I can buy stuff for the Koenig. And I don't have to do a prep video for it, because just me shopping might get a little bit boring. So that is... What do I want the most though? I'm obviously going to get at least $400 tomorrow, at least. And then I've got the wood, so I could be up in the thousands. I need that to fall down, thank you. In the next episode, so you know what, just OEMs. I just want to say REM. Good group that is. Right, but it's OEM, and you know what, I need these as well. And there we go. I'm practically skint now. Alright there, chef. How you doing, mate? They should allow you to actually have friendship points, and probably once you've completed a race, you are allowed to have a party in here. Here we go. Back at home. There we go. So let's pop you down and get out. So you can go there. You can come in with me and go there. No, wait. There. Oh, you're hitting the actual weigher. Okay then, didn't know that. You can go over there, you can go over there. You can shop. It's good. And you can go there. And there you go. Koenig is now, well, safe. There. Wait, what? That should have burnt something. Not burnt something. That should have created some maple syrup. Burnt everything. I saw it steam. I had a drink. This was full. Then I emptied it. Turned the tap off. And then shut everything off. That should have filled up some. Why didn't you fill up some? That is definitely not right. And no electricity, of course, no electricity. Alright, okay then, fine. I have to pop you lot in and get you running overnight then. All I can do. This is of course the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And remember, I appreciate you all. And you'll see me in the next one.